Hey, what's up, people? You back with A De La Smart again, and today we're going to be making a roast. Now, this is not just your regular old pot roast. This ain't your mama's pot roast, trust me. The whole thing about what we're doing right now is we're going to put this in the slow cooker, but we're going to start seasoning with some olive oil. You know, we got to have the olive oil to make these seasonings adhesive. And we're going to spend some time on this today. This is going to be a normal long form video, but at the same time, it'll be fairly short to, make our point. As you see, I'm just kind of like zeroing in here and just kind of, messing around and just showing you, this is what I'm using. We want to make sure that we have enough for the front and the back. What I personally did with this particular roast, I washed it and everything first, right? Um, and I'm adding, as you can see, chili and paprika. This is to go on top of the oil, which is going to make it stick and hold better. Now, that's paprika right there. Most likely 9 times out of 10, gonna put the chili on next. Now, what you have to know and understand is that this is still frozen. This thing is not even unfrozen. So I'm going for the kosher salt right there. I'm just going to start with the keel. And that looks like to be about a tablespoon, just basically freehanding or freestyling as we call it. That's 2 tablespoons. That's 3 tablespoons. Remember, this is an entire roast right here. So we want to make sure that we prepare our rub, for the roast properly. We want to get that out of the way. So, the whole idea is that when you have your seasonings and you just kind of rub from the front of the roast, all the way around and make sure that everything is emulsified, then you'll get a very good taste. Now, what you're seeing right now is this is a mixture in a blend of some minced garlic that I minced with a little bit of water. Those are like 8 garlic pods in there. And I'm just kind of like flipping this thing and I'm rubbing it down. I know some people like to allow their meat to marinate overnight, and that's wonderful. You can do that. Particularly with this particular roast right here, it was unprepared situation. It was last minute, and I was like, okay, I don't want to have to cook for tomorrow, so this was at the beginning of a dinner phase session. So I'm just getting this out of the way, and I'm gonna throw this bad boy on, and I'm basically gonna let it slow cook for 8 hours. That's the whole idea. While that's slow cooking, then I'm gonna get back to making my chicken pot pie, which is another video you can check out from A De La Smart, and we'll go there. As you see, I'm just kind of scooping in the flavors from the side and making sure that they go on the top. And in about 4 hours, after this is cooking slow on low, or some of you guys might have warm, because I found out that if you cook it slow on low, it's way better. If you cook it too high, it's gonna make your meat dry. You don't want the meat to be dry. You want the meat to have like a perfect moisture and consistency throughout the texture of the meat, of the roast. So I'm going to come back in about 4 hours and I'm going to flip this. I don't have the footage because it was late at night when I actually went back to flip it. And you want to flip it before the meat starts to kind of fall apart, because the slow cooker, if you have a slow cooker, it definitely will make this meat fall apart. And one of the things that you notice, like, I'm not drenching this with water. there's no huge pool of water or anything. Matter of fact, the only water that I added to this was in the garlic earlier. So as you see me just kind of dipping back into the pot, I'm just reintroducing the sauce on the top. And what's on the bottom is on the bottom. It's going to stay there until we flip it over 4 hours later. Okay. So, that's basically about it with this part right here. We're just, just adding to the top. And, I'm just going to cover this up and crank this baby up. Like, just turn it on, give it some power. Let's see, we got the on switch right here. Again, please, the on switch right here. Okay, we're gonna take it from high, most likely. We'll do the temp and we'll put it on warm. Okay, and we'll put that on 10 hours. Okay, and so because we have that on 10 hours, it's gonna cook slow and low. That's what I mean by slow and low. And look, here I am. I'm breaking the fast. I was fasting for 2 days at this point, and I had to make a salad, so I got some of my special sauce or my dressing that I make. It's a little thicker, in regards to the salads. I like to make it a little thicker, so I just added a little more oil, and I'm putting it on top, and I was shaking. I was so hungry. I went on the cleanse and the fast, and anybody know about cleansing or fasting? It takes a lot from you, and I couldn't even get the meat on the bones to stick with the salad. I was just so like weakened at this point, but I wanted to eat. Usually if I break a fast, especially if it's followed by or preceded by a cleanse, I try to stay, regular. But I took that big tomato and I had to throw it down. I had to literally throw the fork down. It was the best salad I have tasted in my entire life so far. And the salad dressing that I made, it just makes it 10 times better. I mean, oh my goodness. It's like God is included in the details here. So the next day, I made some fries. These are some fries with roast beef fries, nacho cheese. Not necessarily nacho cheese, it's my cheese. But this is some provolone, I believe that is on there. As you can see, I pre-made my guacamole and my salsa on top, and that's it.